Joaquín Guzmán Lora, aka El Chapo, is a Mexican drug lord who was the head of the Sinalo cartel, the world's most powerful drug trafficking organization. In this video, we will check out the fall of El Chapo, El Chapo's biography, and who El Chapo is. Joaquín Guzmán entered the drug trade as a teenager, nicknamed El Chapo, or Shorty for his 5'6" height. He founded the Sinalo cartel in 1989, gradually building it into an immensely profitable global drug trafficking operation. El Chapo was known for his violent actions and powerful influence. He successfully orchestrated daring escapes from maximum security prisons in his home country. One such escape came in July 2015, although he was recaptured the following January in the Mexican city of Los Mochis and later extradited to New York City to stand trial. The drug lord was convicted of a slew of charges and sentenced to life in prison in 2019. Mexican drug lord Joaquín El Chapo Guzmán Loera was born in the rural Mexican town of Beta Rigoto. The date of his birth is believed to be April 4, 1957, according to Time magazine, although other outlets list December 25, 1954 as his birthday. Guzmán's childhood was shaped by his family's poverty and his abusive father, a violent man involved in the drug trade. By his teens, Guzmán had been kicked out of the family home and was forced to make his own way. With little schooling in his background, he eventually found himself following his father's path, growing marijuana for small amounts of cash. By the late 1970s, Guzmán had proven his value in the narcotics business and began working with another rising young dealer named Hector Luis Palma Solar. Guzmán oversaw the movement of drugs from his home district of Sinalo, a crucial drug trafficking area on the western end of Mexico, where narcotics flowed north to coastal cities and into the United States. By his late 20s, the quiet Pat-savvy Guzmán was supervising logistics for another drug kingpin, Miguel Ángel Félix Gujarto, founder of the Guadalajara cartel. Guzmán kept a low profile, but when his boss was eventually arrested for the 1985 merger of the American Drug Enforcement Administration agent, he quickly emerged as one of the new faces of the Mexican drug world. The trial highlighted the methods Guzmán Loera and his organization used to transport the cartel's multi-ton shipments of narcotics into the United States, including fishing boats, submarines, fiber airplanes, trains with secret compartments, and transnational underground tunnels. Once the narcotics were in the United States, they were sold to wholesale distributors in New York, Miami, Atlanta, Chicago, Arizona, Los Angeles, and elsewhere. Guzmán Loera then used various methods to launder billions of dollars of drug proceeds, including bulk cash smuggling from the United States to Mexico, US-based insurance companies, reloadable, debit cards, and numerous shell companies, including a juice company and a fish flour company. Guzmán Loera and his organization relied upon violence to maintain their power throughout the region and beyond. Numerous co-conspirators testified that Guzmán Loera directed his hitmen to kidnap, interrogate, torture, and slaughter members of rival drug organizations, sometimes carrying out acts of violence himself. As part of its arsenal, the Sinalo cartel had access to weapons, including grenades and a rocket-propelled grenade launcher. Guzmán Loera's personal arsenal included a gold-plated AK-47 and 3 diamond-encrusted .38 caliber handguns, one emblazoned with his initials, JLGL. Guzmán Loera and his organization also relied on a vast network of corrupt government officials and employees to protect and further the interests of the Sinalo cartel. They included local law enforcement officers, prison guards, high-ranking members of the armed forces, and elected office holders. In exchange, the cartel paid these individuals millions of dollars in bribes. Inheriting some of his former boss's territory, Guzmán founded his own cartel, known as Sinalo, in 1989. By the early 1990s, Guzmán was on the radar of the DEA and FBI and was considered one of Mexico's most powerful and dangerous drug traffickers. As the power of the Colombian drug cartels, like Medellin and Cali, began to wane, Sinalo was among the Mexican organizations filling the void. Under Guzmán's direction, it took control of the cocaine trade, extending from South America to the United States. Part of the success stemmed from Sinalo's creative smuggling methods, most notably a series of air-conditioned tunnels that ran under the Mexican-US border. Another method involved hiding cocaine powder inside fire extinguishers and cans that were labeled chili peppers. It was in February 2014 when the first crack in his empire appeared. Guzmán was captured in a hotel in the Pacific beach town of Mazatlan, Mexico. It was a joint operation involving Mexican Marines, and intelligence from the United States. The man who had eluded capture so many times was finally in custody. But El Chapo's story didn't end there. He was a master of escape, and he had one more astonishing trick up his sleeve. On the night of July 11, 2015, Guzmán escaped from the maximum security Altiplano prison near Toluca, Mexico. He used a tunnel expertly engineered that stretched for more than 1 mile beneath the prison. It had lighting, ventilation, and even a motorcycle that had been used during its construction to remove soil. It was a feat that would make any action movie proud. El Chapo's life and criminal activities were marked by violence, cunning, and an ability to elude capture. Despite his eventual capture and conviction, he remains one of the most infamous drug lords in history. Let us know your thoughts about El Chapo in the comments, and please subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching and other Thai.